Okay, so want to talk a little bit about the ZV-1. Brought it with me on a business trip to just put it through the pace to see what this thing's all about. Interestingly, it's at a marketing conference here in Orlando, and there's a lot of people actually using this camera, or it's either ZV-1 or ZV-1 Mark II. Saw a lot of people, a lot of creators, a lot of folks out there creating their media with either the ZV-1 or ZV-1 Mark II. Had the little microphone, shotgun microphone attached to it. I found that, I'll tell you what I liked about the camera. One, I like it's small. It's small, it's easy to take around, right? I can put it in my pocket, I have a little bag. It's easy to take the small microphone with me. It was very easy to use in manual mode. I like being able to make that adjustment, or switching it to auto ISO, or switching it directly to completely let the camera do it. So I can make sure that I get the shot that I want, especially when I'm running around and I'm running gun type of thing. I have a GH5. It's amazing. I know how to shoot manual, but when I want to get the shot, that's why I have these little cameras. I pull it out, whip it out, boom, get it, got it, done. So it's been great for that. For vlogging, this little flip out screen thingy here. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I realized with like the G7X Mark II, if you flip it up, then your microphone's gonna be in the way. So if you're a vlogger, like somebody that's doing something like this with this camera, then it's nice to actually have the screen to flip out on the side. I didn't, when I'm shooting away from me and I'm shooting other things, I actually like it to flip up. But if you're vlogging like this and you have this point at you and you want to kind of see your screen, this is better for that. It's not horrible. It's not something like a deal changer for me to shoot the other way, shooting away from me to have it flipped out. So yeah, for this, anybody who's vlogging, this is an amazing camera. Like, I think you don't need a fancier camera than this. I think we've all been tricked. I think you can use your iPhone if you want something with a little bit more quality. You can go with something like this. I liked, I liked that the images were good. I think the colors are just fine. I don't know why people are complaining about the colors. I think the colors look great. It's clear, it's crispy, it's a really good lens. There's not much for me to complain about this. Here are the complaints I've heard. For the colors in Sony aren't that great. Man, I don't know. I never used the old Sonys. I'm a Canon guy, and I think these things look pretty good. Yeah, there's a little bit different tint. Does that make it bad? No. It's just a little bit. It's Sony's their own sauce, right? It's what their look is. Just like Panasonic has their own look, and it looks good. What was the other thing? Oh, the menus are hard to navigate. Man, that's not true. This thing's so easy to navigate. I mean, I have no idea what they're talking about. Maybe this camera's just not complex enough for it to mess up the menus, but it seems just fine. So, compare this to the G7X Mark III, and just don't even go there. I think that Sony's they're winning here. I mean, I don't really see many other cameras that have of this size, that are producing this kind of quality, that have this kind of autofocus, which is just insane. The stabilization's good. It's good enough. I heard a few complaints on that too. You know what? Look, get yourself a gimbal then. I don't necessarily want the camera to be so stabilized that it looks like looks weird. It looks like it's floating. Nobody floats. I want it to have a little bit of camera shake. I want it to have a little handheld feel. I want it to have that organic scene. So I'm really liking this camera. I mean, I hate to say it. I think this is going to be my go-to runaround camera. It's even got me possibly interested in one of maybe the APS-C. I'm realizing for content, I don't need full frame. I prefer the smaller camera, smaller lenses. I just can't really justify it when I've got my GH5 right now. Maybe if I start doing more really low light stuff, then I might look into that. But I can't. I think if I didn't have the GH5, I'd be looking at an A6600 right now to pair up with this, and I think that would be the ultimate, creator kit that doesn't break the bank, right? And that's the other thing. This thing's not super expensive. I think you don't need a better camera than this to vlog. You really don't, unless you're doing a lot of. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I don't think most of us need anything better than this. So, anyways, really happy with it. I'm shocked. What don't I like? I think the build quality it's plastic. You know, it doesn't feel professional. But it's a prosumer, not prosumer, it's a consumer camera, right? But I don't know, we're using it for professional stuff. Some people out there certainly were. I wish the build quality was just a little more like, I like the metal, you know, type stuff. But is it good quality plastic construction? Sure. You know, for what it is, I mean, this is the way these cameras are coming out right now. My old G7X Mark II definitely feels tougher, more well built, but it can't compare. You know, it doesn't have the microphone jack. That's probably the biggest thing. I think if the microphone jack was in the G7X2, I'd have a tough time giving it up. However, I think this has got a new processor. I haven't compared yet, so I'll let that to be determined. If I like the image quality better out of this Sony than the Canon, and I'm just talking quality. Like I said, I think the colors on this are fine. So I'm excited about this. I think I've got a new camera. I'm super excited about to take around, travel with. I feel really good about the images coming out of it. So much so that you know, I feel like I need to bring a bigger camera. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but the one thing I wish it had more of was the ability to go from auto video to auto photo just by clicking the button, and I can do that with the old G7X Mark II. I don't like switching modes because sometimes I just want to get some video, boom, get the shot with the photo. Now I think you can click the photo button on this when you're shooting video, and it will save it'll save a frame for you. So I gotta try that out, because if that's the case, then maybe that's kind of how they're doing it, right? So yeah, so I'm really happy. Sony's got me by the cojones, man, because I really like this camera and I don't want to like it.